Okay, welcome to the live stream. This is really a test live stream. I want to see if I can figure out this software and if it works on this computer. And I thought a nice way to test it would be to live stream looking at some of the Course in Miracles text, ACIM.org, Course in Miracles. And see if I can see the chat here. Okay, yeah, nobody's on yet. What I'm gonna do is roll the dice and let the Holy Spirit guide us to a place in the text. Well, first, I'm gonna ground in. Connect to myself. Connect to myself, both in the body, with the feet on the ground and my butt on the chair, and also to myself as the subtle energy flow of the emotions and the breath. And also to myself as the subtle vibration of conscious presence, and as myself as the pure awareness that is at the very root of my experience. And here ask for guidance from the infinite intelligence that I am, to guide us to text that is of service in this moment, in this situation. And the fun thing we have here on this website is the ability to click on the eye, the all-seeing eye that will lead us to one section of this huge text. Non-accidentally, because there are no accidents in this reality. There's only guidance, and there's only grace. Here we go, big money. So, we've ended up in the workbook at almost one of the last lessons. I've never actually gotten this far into the workbook, so I've never read this section before. Lesson 353. Let's first see the exact quote that it went to. Then I lose myself in my identity and recognize that Christ is but myself. Then I lose myself in my identity and recognize that Christ is but myself. Yes. Already just from seeing this lesson, it's feeling very fitting for the intention that I had set in wanting to do this sort of a live stream. My eyes, my tongue, my hands, my feet, today have but one purpose: to be given Christ to use to bless the world with miracles. Yes, this is very fitting. So I had guidance earlier today to learn how to set up the live stream so that I could connect with people on a regular basis, really just in communicating from the heart, in communicating from myself with a capital S, and to communicate from the Christ that I am to the Christ that is in everyone else. So beautiful. May my body be used as a communication device for this very purpose. My body, my eyes, which are working to read the text right now, my tongue, which is speaking, my hands, which are controlling this computational technology, my feet, which are rooted onto the floor, as I was saying, and may they be given but one purpose. So there's only one purpose. In all reality, really, there's only one purpose, and that is to serve the Creator. So may my body be also aligned with that one purpose. To be given Christ So be given to Christ, to be given Christ, the Christ I am, so that Christ may use this body as a communication device to bless the world with miracles. And of course, if you're familiar with the Course, miracles are done by the Holy Spirit, not by any one, yet the body is a tool that is used not under personal or conscious control, but by the Holy Spirit to perform miracles. Miracles are natural, and they're not to be controlled. So we just show up and ask that the body be used in that purpose. And let's see, the text here, it's in italics, which I know means it's kind of like a prayer, really. A lot of the lessons are just in normal text, and those are more informational. But these sections that are in italics are more like a prayer. Father, so prayerfully, Father. Father meaning the one infinite creator. You could call it the universe, the infinite intelligence that is. I give all that is mine today to Christ. Mine is the illusion of separation or possessiveness, that we could possess an experience or have it apart from everything else. I give all that is mine today to Christ, which is the infinite light of awareness that I am, to use in any way that best will serve the purpose that I share with Him. The one purpose, the purpose that is of God, the purpose that Christ and God share. God and God's child share Christ, God's child. Nothing is mine alone, for He and I have joined in purpose. This joining is really the crucial movement, joining with the Christ light in the mind. And the purpose then is to extend love, is how the Course puts it, extension of love, because God is love. Christ is the child of God, so the extension of love. And when we join with Christ, we become a tool for that extension in the joining. He and I have joined in purpose. Thus has learning come almost to its appointed end, which we see we're at lesson 353. As we learn to consciously join with Christ, we're coming to the end of the lesson of A Course in Miracles. We're coming to, and it says that the end of the Course is really just a beginning, but now at least we're in conscious connection with ourself and with our own guidance system. So the goal of the Course is not to bring us to completion, but almost more to like the starting gate of having conscious connection with who we really are, which is both a completion and a beginning, a start of a new journey of actually praying, listening, and following to our own inner guidance moment by moment by moment. A while I work with Him being Christ, to serve His purpose. I work with Him to serve His purpose. I being any sense of separate individuation that still remains, works with Him, being Christ, to serve His purpose. Then I lose myself in my identity. See how identity is capitalized here to signify that divine identity, my identity, which is all of our identity, shared identity, and recognize that Christ is but myself. Yeah, what a beautiful lesson, what a beautiful message, what a beautiful prayer that we can join in together and really just feel that the fruition of this prayer is actually in the longing, in the prayer itself. So prayers are one-to-one. As we open, the prayer is actually like a bridge, a quantum bridge into ourself. And so then the words become just symbols that signify that oneness with our Creator. That's why it doesn't really make sense to ask God for things, because that presupposes separation, which is where we are coming from. And the Course really does acknowledge that is sort of the seeming journey from the sense of separation to the oneness of Christ's eternal purpose and identity. And that's really what it's getting at here. Nothing is mine alone, for he and I have joined in purpose. Thus has learning almost come to its appointed end, a while I, separate self, Pete, works with him, the divine holiness, Christ, to serve his purpose. So we get to work hand in hand with the Holy Spirit, with the Christ light, and learn how to communicate and enjoy the company of. This is what my channel is called, Higher Self Dream, but in the Course it would be called the Holy Spirit, which is the memory of the divine. So for a while I work with him. And of course we think of him as a separate thing, but in the Course him is myself. Him is Christ. Christ that is the one shining, pure awareness at the center of all beings. Then I lose myself in my identity, my divine identity, and recognize that Christ is but myself. So, yeah, I'm really just enjoying the resonance of this message and of the enjoyment of sharing it. And as just a test of the live streaming, what a beautiful way to start. I feel like it was just a perfect message from the Holy Spirit, and such an honor to share it through my eyes, my tongue, my hands, my feet, which today I give the one purpose: to be given Christ, to use to bless the world with miracles. So thank you for witnessing. Whoever's here, whoever's joining, I bow to you as the Christ. And please feel free to join with me if you see me live streaming in the future, and I'd love to have some chat interaction, and maybe we can just hang out, I'll keep looking at A Course in Miracles, but there's so many other things we can explore. Other texts, other spiritual paradigms, really anything. I mean, we could go on ChatGPT and explore concepts and ideas on there. Self-inquiry techniques, emotional repression work. This is stuff that I'm very interested in currently. The gene keys and astrology. So if you're interested in these sorts of things, please feel free to check back in, and maybe what I'll do, I'm not sure, but maybe I'll set up a specific time and a sort of schedule so that we can know when we can connect with each other, because I'd like to start connecting with you guys on here a little more directly. I've posted videos and things like that, and spiritual audiobooks, which are things that I really resonate with, but I feel somewhat detached from my followers or whoever's really on here, and I'd like to really connect with you guys in a more personal way, and we can explore topics together. Really, whatever. I'll start with where I'm interested, and I welcome input, and we can just see where the co-creation flows as we go. I think I'll sign off for now. It seems like this software is working, and I'll check and see that the whole thing recorded correctly, and yeah, thanks for being here. Bye-bye.